Hi everyone, Angela from the Mano Baking Company here. Thank you for joining us once again as we present one of our all-time favorite recipes to you for our delicious Irish soda bread. This recipe has been in our family for quite some time now, and it's a really simple, easy recipe to put together in just merely moments. This recipe will make 2 loaves for you, and it's perfect to share with all your family and friends. So let's get started. Most important thing in this recipe is buttermilk. However, if you don't have buttermilk or you're having trouble finding buttermilk, you could certainly make your own buttermilk. To use a buttermilk substitute, you want to go ahead and take 1 cup of whole milk and then add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to that. If you let that sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, it will magically turn into buttermilk for you, and you can use that in this recipe. So this recipe is going to take 2 cups of buttermilk, so you just want to be mindful of that when you are getting your buttermilk ready for the recipe. And again, this recipe couldn't be more simple. I have all of the dry ingredients here in a bowl, and to that you're going to start adding your liquid ingredients. So you're going to add your buttermilk, and then you have your oil, you have your vanilla extract, and your egg. You're going to mix everything together. And with this kind of a quick bread, you want to make sure everything is thoroughly stirred, but you don't want to go crazy stirring it because you don't want to develop a really tough crumb. The great thing about this bread is it's moist and flavorful and super simple to make. With just a few quick stirs, the batter will come together. This will be a very lumpy and bumpy batter, and it's not going to be very pretty, but I guarantee you it'll be delicious. So once you get everything stirred together, you're going to see it's a little bit sticky, and that's completely normal. Just stir till everything is incorporated, and you don't see any more streaks of flour or other dry ingredients. Make sure your egg is fully blended, and you're going to have a really good looking batter. It'll be nice and thick. Now with Irish soda bread, there's a lot of different preferences. At Mano, we do make ours with caraway seed and with raisins, so we're going to put both in ours today. However, you can feel free to omit one or both, but we suggest you really give it a try because it adds really nice depth of flavor. Now, traditionally, Irish soda bread is eaten and celebrated with St. Patrick's Day. But don't be afraid to make this bread year-round. It's one of our absolute family favorites for breakfast and for lunch, and it goes great with any dinner. It's slightly sweet, but not overly sweet, which makes it the perfect accompaniment. Once you stir in and combine your raisins and your caraway seeds, your batter will look like this, nice and thick, and everything stirred together beautifully. You can see once you have all of your ingredients together, it takes just a few minutes to get this ready. I have 2 prepared loaf pans here, and you're going to divide the batter evenly across them. And again, this is a little bit sticky, so you just go ahead and spread it in the best you can. Now for baking, this couldn't be more easy. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And you're going to put these in the middle of your ovens. Make sure you leave enough room for rise for about 45 to 50 minutes. These are going to be done once you use a toothpick or a wooden skewer to test for doneness. You want to make sure that you have clean toothpick once you go in and test after about 45-50 minutes. You don't want to see any batter clinging to your toothpick. If you do, put it in for another 5 minutes or so and just keep an eye on the temperature and your loaves. When they come out of the oven, they'll be beautiful golden brown like you see here. And again, this makes 2, which is absolutely perfect to share with your family and friends. When they do come out of the oven, you're going to cool them on a wire rack for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you'll be able to easily unmold them, and you want them to finish cooling completely. You can certainly slice these while warm, but if you'd like to store them, make sure they're completely cooled before wrapping them, and we suggest that you store them in the refrigerator, or you can absolutely freeze these for about 3 to 6 months as long as they are wrapped very well. Some people like to top their Irish soda bread with a little bit of powdered sugar, and you could certainly also reheat these and put butter or jam on them, or whatever you prefer. We really do hope that you enjoy this simple, quick, and easy recipe as much as our family does. Thanks for joining us in the Mano Kitchen, and we'll see you again soon.